Hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to take a quick look at our newest secondary weapon that's just been released with update 27.1, the Arca Scisco. And I think the best way to describe this weapon is that they took a sniper rifle and then they removed all the little annoyances that you expect a sniper rifle to have, things like a smaller magazine, a longer reload time, slow fire rate, or horrendous inaccuracy when you're not scoped in. None of these things are there, and I cannot even begin to describe how bloody enjoyable the weapon is as a result of that. If you want to get your hands on this puppy, you can get the blueprint from the Corpus Lab in your dojo. Now, no one has managed to research it yet, so I don't know what the build requirements are, but the research requirements aren't that bad. You're gonna need 7,500 credits, 200 field drone samples, 3,000 rubido, 12,750 alloy plates, and 15 control modules. And all of this is of course going to be scaled up based on the size of your clan. Now, as I've mentioned already, the Panic at the Scisco is a sniper pistol that requires you to be at least Mastery rank 10 to use it. It can fire up to 4.6 rounds every second with a 36 round magazine, a 2.2 second reload time, and 288 rounds in total. It deals 60 damage with each shot, 36 is puncture, and 24 is slash, with a 26% status chance, an 18% critical chance, and a 1.6 times multiplier. That's not everything, however, because the weapon also comes with a unique mechanic, so every time you hit something, you will get a stacking buff called Target Analysis, which gives you flat 4% crits and status chance and stacks up to 5 times. So if you hit something 5 times, you will get a flat 20% status and crit chance bonus. The cool thing here is that this bonus is also stacked by multi-shot rounds, so if you have Lethal Torrent and Barrel Diffusion, you usually shoot 3 rounds, so you only have to hit things twice to get the full buff. It also works differently to the combo system that we have on other sniper rifles, because instead of losing the entire buff when the duration runs out, it instead goes down by 1 stack, and each stack lasts 2 seconds, so it actually takes 10 seconds for the entire buff to go away. So you always have plenty of time to just shoot something to keep the buff rolling. And finally, even though the weapon does come with a scope, it doesn't grant you any bonuses like it does with the other sniper rifles, so you just have 2 levels of zoom, a 2 times and a 4 times zoom, and unlike with the other sniper rifles, this is just the zoom. It doesn't give you any damage bonus, crit bonus, or status bonus, though it is still recommended to zoom in, because if you're not zoomed in, the accuracy does go down by a little bit. It's nowhere near as bad as it is with the other sniper rifles. You can actually use the weapon without zooming in, but some of the rounds, especially the multi-shot rounds, will fly off to the side a little bit. Now, as far as the build is concerned, I went for the big boy secondary build, which in this case took 3 Forma with 2 Vs and 1 dash. Because the weapon comes with 2 Vs as standard, and the build is running Hornet Strike for damage, then Barrel Diffusion with Lethal Torrent for multi-shot and fire rate, Primed Pistol Gambit and Primed Target Cracker for crit chance and multiplier, then we have Primed Heated Charge for a nice chunk of heat damage, and finally Pistol Pestilence with Jolt to bring up our status chance and give us corrosive damage. Now, since we are using a hybrid build with a not so amazing crit multiplier, it will take a couple of shots to take down the tougher units from the Grenier faction, especially if you go up to sortie levels, so kind of around level 100. You do have to hit them a couple of times to strip their armor with corrosive damage, so you can then crit their face off. Though this is luckily not a big deal because the weapon does have pretty good fire rate. I would very much recommend you swap the corrosive combo over to magnetic if you're going up against the Corpus at high levels, because the weapon doesn't come with any impact damage, so shields and proto shields become kind of an issue. Though as you can see over here, if you're just doing one quick mission, it's not that big of a deal. The weapon can still kill even high level Corpus units with corrosive. And while it does perform really well versus the infested, you are using a single shot weapon versus a faction that was designed to swarm you, so it's not the best. But it definitely performs a lot better than the other sniper-oriented weapons. So yeah, as I said in the beginning, this weapon is just really enjoyable to play with, and it may very well be the most enjoyable weapon that I've had the pleasure to play with all year. There is just no annoyances there. Nothing is getting in the way of you just shooting dudes with a scoped pistol. It is awesome. I'm a big fan of sniper rifles, but I'm also not a big fan of slow fire rate, small magazines, and long reload time, so playing with this weapon was an absolute blast for me. Because previously, whenever I felt the itch to play with a sniper rifle, I would always look at them and go, okay, so do I go for the one that has awful fire rate? Do I go for the one that has awful reload speed? Or the one that has 1 round in the magazine? I don't have to do that anymore, which makes me very happy, because whenever I feel that itch again, I just pick up the Scisco and have a blast with it. So this weapon gets a big thumbs up for me. It is awesome, and I would recommend it to anyone who likes sniper rifles, sniper pistols, or even single shot weapons. The weapon is just extremely enjoyable to play with. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.